Losers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to Walmart and getting some hair dye. Maybe a sweet treat, and yeah, I need something new. I need to do something with this hair because it is looking unobtainable, and yeah. Don't know if I'm going natural or exotic yet, but we will figure that out. And I don't know yet if I'm going to go inside of the store and film, because that is embarrassing. So maybe there's not going to be a whole lot of people since I am going before 12 o'clock, and you know, it's a Sunday. People wake up later, right? I made it to Walmart, but I don't think I'll be able to record in there. Not because of any other reason, but the fact that exposure therapy is not what I'm doing right now. I have sat in this car for 10 minutes, you know, hoping for the people in front of me to pull away. As I said, I've been in this car for 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna grab the hair dye, and we're gonna teleport back to my car. That's how it's gonna go for right now. Alright, so that went fine. That was pretty fast. Had to restock on my micellar water. Is that how it's pronounced? Micellar? Okay. Never mind, I'm stupid. I was gonna say, this thing fell to the top, but it's just like the oil's separated. Yeah, I ran out and I've been feeling a little crusty. I'm not gonna lie. So for the hair dye, I know, an angel is losing her wings, but don't worry, this is for the millionth time. I am going back to black. No other reason than the fact that I want myself to look professional, and I imagine I'm going to be working with a bunch of older people, maybe. Yeah, and I'm going to be knocking on people's doors. So, you're going to see this crazy purple haired. That's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to dye my hair purple, but not today. And who knows, maybe later. But what's more important right now is the money. The money! These guys, they have they have a spot in my heart, you know. Growing up and being a poor kid, here's your Starbucks. And I could very well go and find a Starbucks, but also I think that they're canceled, and I shouldn't have even bought this in the first place. But I saw it and I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. This is exactly what I needed. And yeah. But other than that, I had a good time inside of Walmart. I was literally in and out, and that never happens to me. Usually it's super crowded, especially this Walmart that I'm at. But as I said, it is before 12 o'clock on a Sunday. So these peeps are at church and stuff, and, you know, not out of bed. I'm gonna take a drink. I do have to get back home and, you know, dye my hair. I have some other things that I am doing later on today. I am helping my boyfriend's brother renovate his house. I don't know exactly what. I know that, you know, the boys are working on like the bathroom and floors and stuff, and I'm just along for the ride. I might record that because why not? I'm gonna make it look exciting. I'm gonna, you know, my very, very normal life. I'm gonna make my very, very, very normal life look exciting. But now that I have drunk a drink, I'm hungry. And I don't don't know, because it's not like it's 11 and I don't know what's open for. I was gonna say breakfast, but you know, it's not breakfast time. It's brunch. But I don't want to go in and eat nowhere. Actually, JK, I'm not going to eat. I will wait until later. Probably when my boyfriend, you know, he wakes up, because he's sleeping in right now. It's his day off. He's a working girly, and I am not. Yeah. So I get to get up at the ass crack of dawn and go and explore the world, I guess. I am super excited to dye my hair. I always dye my hair, and I recently bleached it. If you cannot tell, because here's the thing, girl. I love this girl so much. This is my favorite hair dye ever, and I know it's bad for your hair. I know that box dye just like doesn't come out, and I'm committed to it. Like, when I first got when I got my first box of box dye, I knew that was my life. There is no going to the hair salon, because I can do it myself. And even if it is harmful to my hair, why not? Why not? But I did take a very long, break of dyeing my hair, as I had burned. Now, you can kind of tell, but this is just because of my last bleach. It was really, really healthy. But I burned my hair off. I had split dye, and I had burned it off right there. Yeah. I was stuck with a fuck-ass bob, and it was not good. It did not look pretty. And it was still split dye. It was, a Canon event, I fear. I had tried to do, like, the white and black, and at home, getting myself to platinum. Which it was, and then I got blonde is what they call it, where I didn't think that it was blonde enough. It wasn't giving what I wanted it to give, so I did a round of bleach on my hair, and I tell you, it looked like ramen noodles, and that was terrifying. Okay, I bleached, then I toned, and then I bleached, and then I toned, and I had ramen noodles on my head. That was horrible. Exposure therapy, there are people around, and I am talking to myself in my car. But other than that, see, let me get out of this busy ass. Hold on, I'll be back. Girl, what is we doing? I cannot. Alright, as I said in the last video, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. It's not very interesting, but it is my first ever video. I'm not a professional, so everything that I am doing is wrong. I don't know how to do makeup professionally, I don't know how to dye my hair professionally, so you're just gonna watch me wing it. And if you're opposed to watching someone absolutely wing it, especially with box dye, maybe I am not for you. Now, I'm not even going to say this is for you, because winging it is my middle name. This moment here, you can see I am brought up with an epiphany. A, with what I'm doing, and B, with what I'm doing. I was just putting the bottle straight on, and I was like, girl, you act like you've never dyed your hair before. Fun fact, I dye my hair a whole lot. So, I gotta start acting like I know how to do it. But yeah, black box dye is my savior, my saving grace. Anytime I don't know what to do, that's where I go. That's where I end up. I always end up in the same cycle. I love to bleach my hair, put it a pretty color. As soon as that color fades, instead of redoing it, black box dye is the saving grace. But, yeah, I'm just slapping that on my roots. Now watching back to this, I'm like, girl, there is no better way you could have done this. And the answer is yes, there is a better way. But it doesn't matter. It, ends up in the same result, especially with such low stakes of black box dye. the beautiful thing about this is I can get all of the dye on my face because I'm wearing makeup. And it just wipes right off. And that is not, I'm not telling you to dye your face with makeup on because it's like a preventive barrier. But for my skin, it is a preventive barrier. It wiped right off. I am not dyed on my forehead. As you can see, right here, ooh, you're missing some roots. And I'm probably still missing some roots because why? Because I cannot see the back of my head. I don't know how people can, guesstimate that far. But it really don't matter to me because as long as surface area is black, that's all that matters. But yeah, the first time I ever dyed my hair, I was probably like 8 years old, and I know you're probably thinking, what are you doing? Why were you doing that? Well, I got lice, and some girl at church hugged me and gave me lice. And what was easier to kill it? Combing through the hair? No. Cutting the hair? No. Dyeing the hair? It worked. I didn't just dye the lice. And I see a lot of people say, well, that's how you make, like, what do they call it? Mega lice? Or super lice? I think it's called super lice. But yeah, it worked for me. I mean, unless I still got these, like, buckies crawling on my head, but I do not believe so. I do not. Ew. I don't think I know for a fact I don't have lice on my head. Okay, see, anywho, but yeah, that was the first time I ever dyed my hair. My hair journey is long, extensive, and heartbreaking because I've started over and, I like to cut my bangs and then I hate having bangs and then I love having bangs and it's a continuous cycle. Like, I love having colorful hair, but then I hate it and then I love it. I cannot make up my mind, and I have dye all over me. I could not be any messier, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine now. The aftermath is prettier than the process. Trust the process, okay? But anyways, what I was saying was my journey with dyeing my hair. It's been painful. It really has. Like, one time, okay, in the beginning of COVID, I moved out. I didn't move out, but I went to stay with my brother, and I fell into, like, this, like, kind of deep depression, and girl, I had to cut off, like, a massive chunk in the back of my hair because I had, like, a rat's nest. It was horrible, and we tried every method, and none of them worked, so last resort was cut it off. And it took me about, 4 years to actually grow that hair back to the length of the rest of my hair. And then right after it, grew relatively back, I bleached my hair off. And yeah, so I've come to the point where I'm more comfortable with allowing myself to be natural or allowing my roots to grow out because I have murdered my hair before and I would rather not do that again. But yeah, I'm gonna allow this dye to sit on my head for 45 minutes and will jump scare you once it is done. And accomplished. Of course, I had to change my shirt as I got it soaking wet trying to wash out the hair dye in the bathtub. And you know what? It's hot outside anyways. That sweater was not cutting it. It's October and it is still 72 degrees out. But I am now getting ready to go help my boyfriend's brother. I have to drive there. It's a little far away. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next. As you guys can tell, I forgot to record. I did not record for the rest of the day. It's bedtime now. I looked at my videos and I was like, oh crap. I wanted to make a YouTube video today with 4 clips. But it's okay, because I'm still going to do it. If I don't, I will never pick it back up again. So it's gonna be a little rocky until I get to the point where this is normal to me. But yeah, pretty much all I did over there was wipe down walls and take outlet covers off. It wasn't very interesting, but it was something I did want to record. So girl, you gotta hold yourself to it. Hold yourself to it. That's all for today's video. Hopefully the next one will be better than this one and the last one. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't, let me know. Why not? I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.